friends, welcome to Porto Backyarda. I'm going to try a nice little Pilates slow flow here for you in my backyard. If you have a block, that will come in handy for you today. You could also use maybe a rolled up pillow or even, even a book you could use as well for your practice. You do know your body's best, so take breaks whenever you want to take breaks, and drink plenty of water. But we're going to start on our backs, on our mats today. So coming down onto your mat, I'm actually going to find a less of a hill to lay on. Taking your block along for the ride. We're going to place the block in between our knees. So I want your legs to be parallel. You want to squeeze your inner thighs on that block, relaxing those shoulders towards the mat. Nice little space between your chin and chest. We're going to take an inhale here. We're going to squeeze our bum, and we're going to take our hips up towards the ceiling, pausing at the top. Take a nice inhale here, and exhale as you roll that right back down. Can you press all four corners of your feet into that mat, squeezing your bum, allowing those hips to drive up. Also squeeze that block. So the block is really going to help you connect that body awareness. Maybe moving with your own breath here, so inhaling to repair, exhale, squeezing that block. Maybe articulating through that spine and bringing that right back down to the mat, pausing when you reach the bottom. Pressing through those feet, pausing at the top, wherever that top is for you. Slowly coming back down. Get to enjoy all my neighbors' lovely music. Rolling up. Now know that you can stay with this one right here. On this next one, we're also going to add our arms. So taking our arms up towards the ceiling rises us up. Bringing our arms back down. Allowing those shoulders to press right back into the mat. Let's do that again. Rising up. And all the way down. Now if you're like me and your shoulders are very tight, maybe you have to roll them towards the mat a little bit. Lifting up, maybe taking those thumbs behind your head, then back up towards the ceiling and lowering it back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Lifting, and extending, back up towards the ceiling, plugging those shoulders in, rolling it down. 1 more time. Lifting, reaching, and slowly bring that back down. Beautiful, guys. We're going to bring our arms out to airplane arm wings, taking our feet, our knee and hips are in alignment, tucking in that tail a little bit, that pelvis, so you have your back is flat against the mat, squeezing that block, flex those feet. Let's take your knee towards the floor. You choose a side. Whether you get to the floor or not is all dependent on your mobility. Pause. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that block. Bring it all the way back up. I'm going to turn towards you. Coming down towards the other side. and back up. Over to one side. As we get tired, our shoulders like to pop up off that mat. Can you relax them into the mat? Bring that back up. One more time each side. Feel that nice twist. Lifting up. Over to the other side. Staying in that tabletop position. I'm going to come back towards the side here. So keeping those feet flexed, squeezing into that block, turning our bellies on. We're going to slowly this time actually point our toes and take our toes towards the mat. As I take my toes towards the mat, I really have to push my belly button in towards my spine. Maybe they reach to the mat, maybe they don't. Using that breath, exhale. Inhale to stay. Exhale. Pausing here. Using that breath, brings it right back up. Really feel that abdominal, pull those knees in. Squeezing in that block is going to help ignite that pelvis area. Bringing that up. I'm shaking, are you? Pause. Let's do that again. Slowly lower. Bringing that right back up. Good work, guys. Let's take our feet down. Catch your breath. A few breaths here. We're going to come into the 100 prep. Give you a couple options for this exercise. Keeping the block where it is, but knowing that our block has different heights, different thicknesses, so you can also come into the narrow side of that block and squeeze that block that way. Finding what's working for you and your body today. I'm going to keep it on the narrow side for right now. I'm going to tuck my chin into my chest, curl my shoulders off the mat, reach with my fingertips, almost like I'm trying to grab onto my ankles and pump my arms. As I'm pumping, I'm breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Bring that down. Roll that down. Take a few breaths. Come back to your regular breathing. Did you squeeze in that block? Press through those feet. We're going to try the second option for this. So know that you can stay right here. Option 2. Our feet are going to be in parallel. Still squeezing that block. Still creating that core connection. Let's tuck our chin into our chest. Curl our shoulders off the mat. Reaching with those fingertips again. Pumping with our arms. So the breath is inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Long down. Coming back to that regular breath again. Really come into the full 100. We've already done 80. So we'll just do 20 of these full hundreds. Our legs are going to be extended. So know that the longer the lever, the harder that is. So the more you have to squeeze into that block, I have Pilates stance, so my toes are pointed, my heels are driving together as I squeeze them, squeezing through my thighs, pulling my belly button in towards my spine, tucking my chin, lifting my shoulders, reaching with those fingertips, pumping with my arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Beautiful work, guys. Let's take this out. Take our knees to our chest. Relax those shoulders. Maybe rock side to side. Just warming up that front line of the body. Let's take our legs out nice and long. Reaching with our arms and legs in that stick pose. Like you're stretching first thing in the morning. Maybe wiggling those hips from side to side. You know what feels good for you. Looking for that block again. I'm going to bring that block in between my hands and take my hands overhead. If that is uncomfortable for you today, you can bring your hands towards the sky or towards that ceiling. Placing my feet flat on the floor. They're going to be hip distance apart. I'm going to tuck in that tail again so I have a nice flat back against the mat. Taking those hands towards the ceiling. I'm going to slowly curl myself, roll myself up off the mat. As I do that, I'm going to extend my legs. Extend my legs. Lifting up nice and tall. Beautiful. Let's flex those feet, toes towards the sky. I'm going to sit back so I'm more in the camera view. So sitting up nice and tall, placing the block on your head. Yes, you're going to look silly. No problem. Elbows are wide. Press your head into the block. Can you feel that spine lift without flaring or jetting your chest forward? But can you feel your spine lift up? It's like you're one of those horses on the merry-go-round. You're shooting to go up and down, not out and in, right? So lifting up, pressing that head with the block. Taking those feet out wide, wider than your mat. Toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Bringing those block right between your chest. Squeezing. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And taking your chest towards one side. I'll turn towards you. Then back towards the center. And over to the other side. So notice here, can you keep those feet up towards the ceiling, or do they tend to fall when you turn? So I'm really going to focus on keeping my heels into the mat, taking that spine to the right, over to the center, and that spine to the left. Taking that block back on my head, pressing it up. Without flaring, which I just did. We'll say that was for an example. Keeping it nice and tall. We take our hands either here or lift them up towards that sky or towards that ceiling. Inhale to prepare. Can we hinge at the hips? Keeping those arms between your ears. Staying here, reaching with those arms. Coming all the way back up through center. So know that you can be right here or right here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hinges you forward. This time now you're reaching with the crown of your head, keeping those toes pointed. Coming back up through center. Option 2, block on the head. Reaching, keeping the elbows wide, Now if you have tight hamstrings like myself, you go down as far as you can go. You do you. Coming back up. We'll let the bus go past. But take your arms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders down. Reach. Relaxing in this pose here, really reaching with those fingertips. Coming back up through the center, taking the block down. We're going to roll down, so bring our feet back in, similar to how we rolled up. So as we come down, our feet are going to come back into that tabletop position, or those knees facing the ceiling. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin. Curl, curve that spine. So reaching forward, slowly rolling down. Your feet are going to come up. Flat on the floor. Taking the hands up and bringing them back down. Good work. I'm going to come down a little bit. Getting ready for our double leg stretch. We're going to place the block between our thighs. Taking our legs up towards the ceiling. Taking our hands behind our head. Squeezing that block tight. Option here is to keep those legs bent and slowly, like we did with the toe taps, take those feet towards the floor. Pausing and then pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Option, elongating those legs, squeezing your quads, pointing through those toes. Slowly take those legs towards the floor. Pause as you extend. Reach them up. Let's do one more. And reach them up. Option here. Tucking the chin. Lifting the head off the mat as you lower those legs down. So you might not be able to go as low. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Pausing. Using that control, bringing those legs back up. Using that breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Taking those knees down. Block out. Knees into your chest. Gentle rock from side to side. So feeling the difference of going slow and controlled. Maybe staying at one option instead of skipping to the next option. I sometimes love staying in option one and really working that front line of the body, that abdominal, a little bit harder. Place the block on our right thigh. I'm really going to push into the block. My knee is going to push into the block, my hands are going to push into the block, and I'm going to extend that left leg nice and long. Bringing that block back up, switching. And switch. Got to push hard. Can you keep that back on the mat? And know you can stay here. It's a beautiful stretch. Option. Because I always like to throw in another option. You can continue on with that. Option 2. So we're going to tuck our chin and lift our shoulders. Again, pushing into the block. Extending that one leg out. Staying lifted as that knee comes in. The other leg comes out. Pushing into that block is going to ignite that fire in that belly. Coming back. And extend. And back. and extend. Can you give me 4 here? There's 3. 2. Last one. Coming on down. Take those knees to the chest and rock side to side. Did you feel that belly ignite just by slowing that down a little bit, by using that block? Sometimes it just takes something tactile to push into, creating that muscle memory. We are going to try the rollover prep. I'm going to do the prep exercise with you guys today. So placing that block in between our thighs. I have the narrow side of the block in between my thighs. Squeezing. I'm going to extend my legs. Keeping my arms on the mat, pulling my belly button into my spine. I'm going to take my legs. How about here? I'm going to slowly roll back down. So similar to hinging when we come forward, this time our bums are coming off the mat. Now if you've done the rollover before, feel free to do the full version now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze into the block. Taking those legs nice and long, pausing, rolling through that spine and come back. We're going to do 3 more. Reaching with those toes. Reach, 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 and squeeze with those blocks. Feeling each vertebrae on that mat. You have 2 more. Squeezing that block. Rolling through that spine. Last one. Up. And over. Rolling down. Option for this one always is to bend those knees. And maybe just tiny curl up, coming down. Tiny lift up and coming down. So trying not to use your hands, although your hands will be there to guide you. Placing the block off to the side. Bring those knees into your chest. Rock. Planes are out in full force today. Rocking side to side. Maybe rocking up and down on that mat. Rolling all over the place on my mat as I'm on a little bit of a hill. Rolling like that ball. So pushing your knees into the block. Massaging that spine. Having a little laugh. Next time you're up, stay up. We're going to take this block off to the side here. Coming into our side body. I'm going to have my left leg on the mat and my right leg is going to be on top. I'm going to place the block in between my ankles. So again, the block has different heights and thicknesses. Extending my legs out to the side. I have my back line of my body on the edge of my mat. Option here is to rest that head down. Option 2, hand on your hand, or your head in your hand. Option 3, shoulder over wrist, lifting that side body up. You can place, so if you notice that your hip is rolling back, can you stack your hips, squeezing that block, flexing those feet, take the block, your feet off the mat. Squeeze that block tight. Hold it there and pause. 4, 3, 2, slowly lower down. Feeling that side body? Are you lifting up in that side body, or do you feel yourself sinking in? Can you stay lifted? Maybe taking your hand to the outside of your ear. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift those feet up. Pausing for 4, 3, 2, slowly lower down. So know that you can keep your hand in front. I didn't realize how hilly my backyard was until I put the mat down. I'm leaning towards the camera, so I'm using my muscles really hard. I can also take not so much of an angle. Inhale to prepare. Lifting that side body. Taking those feet off the mat. Squeezing in that block. Holding here. For 4, 3, 2. Okay, take that down. Letting that block fall to the side. Taking that leg up. So it's hip height. Pointing through that toe. So nice long, straight leg. Squeezing in that quad. Lifting up through the side body again. We're going to do little circles. Little circles forward. So not little goosey-goosey, loosey-goosey. Really point through that toe. Up and around. Almost like you're going over a small tennis ball. Keeping that chest open. Let's do 8 here. There's 6. 4, 2. Hold. Other direction. Keep lifted in that side body. Keep that small circle. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Foot comes down. We're going to flex our foot this time. Placing our hand, our elbow on the mat, our hands behind our head. Taking our leg up and height again. We're going to bring that knee in towards our chest. Pushing that foot in front, taking that leg nice and long. So dragging that knee up, push it in front, taking that heel back. Bring that knee up, push that foot. Feeling that side body, taking that knee, bringing it forward, all the way in front. Let's do 4. There's 3. 2. Last one. Push that foot. Back in. Propping yourself up. Let's do the other side. So remember your options here. You can have your head down. You can pop your hand in your head. Or you can have your shoulder over your wrist, lifting up to that side body. We have the leg lifts to start, so placing that block in between your ankles. I'm going to move up so I'm not so much on a dip. Flexing in those feet, so can you squeeze your ankles into the block, lifting up through that side body, taking those feet off your mat, and maybe it's just here. Maybe it's a small hover where you're lifting up, pausing for 4, 3, 2, and bring that down. Keep those feet flexed. Maybe your hand is behind your ear. Lifting up. Pausing. 4, 3, 2, bringing that down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Lifting up through that side body. I always find myself sinking down. Maybe your hands in front. Maybe your feet aren't on so much of an angle as you lift those feet off the mat. Wherever you are, pulling that belly in, keeping that chest long, that spine long. 4, 4, 3, 2, bringing that down. Last one. We're almost there. Preparing yourself. Inhale through the nose. Lift. Keep breathing. 4, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower down. Placing that block to the side. Coming into our leg circles. I'm going to take my hand and rest it. My head on my hand. You can stay with that option of that shoulder over the wrist. Feet are coming to the corner of your mat. Stacking your hips. Pointing through that top leg. Leg is only hip distance apart. Little circles forward. Up and around. Up and around. So you're still pulling that belly button in towards your spine as you pull it up and around. Working that outside of that thigh. But you're stabilizing in that core. So you're not moving around. No willy-nillys. I even have to squeeze my bottom leg so that I don't roll. Do a barrel roll towards you, which I've been known to do. Let's do 4, 3, 2, other direction. Can you make these circles small? Can you really point with that toe? Elongate that leg. Keep breathing here. 4, 4, 3, 2. Bringing that leg down. Now this time, I'm going to come up onto my elbow and my head is going to rest in my hand. So I'm lifting up through that side body again. Other arm is either in front or resting on that ear. Taking that foot up hip height, I'm going to flex that ankle. Bringing that knee towards me. Press that foot in front. Drag that heel right back. So now the hip, knee, ankle are on the same plane. Dragging that knee forward. Pushing it in front. Feeling the hamstring. Holding the ankle back. The heel back. Coming in. And press. Nice and slow. Bring it in. And press. We have 4 here. And press. I feel this in my hamstring, in my glute, my side body. There's 2. 1 more, we got this. And press. Bringing yourself back down. Lifting yourself back up. Taking a little breather here. Coming onto all fours. I guess it's time for everyone to start the lawn mowing. So my shoulders are going to be over my wrists. I'm going to push my bum back towards my heel. Sit on back into a child's pose. Relaxing my head on the mat. Taking a few breaths here. Tucking my chin into my chest. Curling myself up. Then dropping my chest. And doing a little cat-cow here. Pausing here, pushing your bum towards your heels. Curling up. Pushing those bums towards the heels again. One last time. Coming back up. Do some little hip circles here. So staying with our shoulders under our wrists, our right leg is going to lift up, do tiny circles in one direction. So your circle can be nice and small towards that mat. Eventual, maybe coming up a little bit higher. Up and around. Up and around. Let's do 4. 3. 2. Holding this one up, taking our left forearm towards the mat. Let's straighten out that leg. Tiny circles. 4, 3, 2, other direction. 4, 3, 2, bringing that down, pushing yourself back into that child's pose again. Maybe giving a little love to that hip a little bit. Breathing here. Rolling yourself back up. And let's do the other side. So I'm going to turn around this way. I really decided to be on a hill. So stacking again. Lifting up. Small circles forward. Option is to keep that circle very small. Just working up mobility in that hip. Moving that socket around. Give me 4. 3. 2 more. You know what's coming. Other direction. This time you got to go backwards. One side might be easier than the other. One side might have more mobility than the other. So we're working on trying to even out both sides. For me, this side is my stronger side. So I struggle with the first side, which is why I did it first. 4, 3, 2. Let's take that right forearm towards the mat, straightening out our leg, pointing that toe. Give me some small little circles forward. 4 more. 3, 2, other direction, up and around, up and around. So just coming up on our knees, notice the difference from when we were just laying on our side. For 4, 3, 2, taking that back down. Our feet come off to the side. Whew. Coming to the tops of our mats this time. We're going to practice a little balance and a little fun. We rolled like a ball. We're going to roll like a ball again, but this time from a sitting position. So maybe practicing here with your block, maybe taking one foot off the floor and putting it back down, then the other, and back down. Notice how that's working with your body. Maybe by pressing into the block, you can balance more with those feet off the mat. How does that feel when you're tilted back on that tailbone a little bit? Maybe tucking your chin, rolling down, using that to help you come back up as you push into that block. Roll down and up. Let's do 2, because it's fun. Last one. When you're down, stay down. Good. Placing that block off to the side. Taking that right knee in towards your chest. Lengthen out that left leg. Let's rotate that right ankle. The sun's come out here. Clouds have moved away. Let's rotate it around the other way. Let's take that right knee out to the side. You don't need to jam it down to the floor. Trying to keep your hips pointed up. For me, I'm trying to prevent myself from rolling towards you. Taking that knee up, bending that left leg, placing that right ankle over that left knee. So maybe you stay right here if that's feeling good for you, or lifting that left leg up, bringing your hands through the center, giving yourself a little bit more of a stretch through that side thigh there. Whew. Allowing that knee to come away from you. Maybe rocking to one side. Noticing how that feels in that hip socket that we just worked. Placing your feet down. Left knee in towards your chest. Right leg nice and long. So rotate that ankle. Switch directions. Taking your hand to the outside of that left knee, allowing it to fall open. Squeezing in my glute on my right side, trying to keep it from popping up. I'm using that momentum to get that knee closer. Back, right foot on the floor, left ankle crosses over right. If this feels good, stay right here. This always feels good. You can bring your hands through, maybe allowing those hands to pull that knee towards your chest. Maybe rocking to one side, Notice how that feels for you. Feel it in my hip and my glute. Taking that foot back towards the mat. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. Rocking side to side. And maybe up and down on that mat. And when you're up, you're up. Crossing those legs. Bring your hands up, overhead, reaching up towards the ceiling. Taking them up nice and wide. Give yourselves a big hug. Have a great day, guys.